Well, a very good evening. My name is Joseph Kamau. Welcome. This is Younib TV News at 9. Today we've got a lot lined up for you, including the EACC survey. But first, let's go to the highlights.
That will help us move forward from the PAS. Is my understanding correct that furniture, first of all, was looked at a separate procurement propensity as opposed to curtain? They were not bundled together. So that we are dealing with furniture and then we are dealing with curtains. Or were they put together as a procurement propensity?
The two clauses or sections that have been quoted, from reading they are correct. But what I want the PS to furnish the committee, which we want the committee to look into, is the list of the companies that you awarded. If true,
many Kenyans have come to believe that unless they give something, they will not receive the services from government offices that they require. In particular, you saw how certain areas are
viongozi, hakuna vitu vingi zinatupita tena, bado hiyo insecurity iko. Kwa hivyo ningependa tu kuambia watangaze, afadhali hata sisi tupate huduma kama watu wengine, kwa sababu tumebaki nyuma sana, kwa kuwa hii election imechelewa sana.
Welcome. Now, the police department continues to be at the forefront of corruption and misconduct. This is according to a report by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, which listed the Kenya Revenue Authority, KRA, and chiefs as being at the top of the corruption list. EACC also revealed that the Interior Ministry is the most corrupt at 48%, followed by Health Ministry at 19.7%, Treasury at 5.8%, and Lands at 4.7%.
Many Kenyans have come to believe that unless they give something, they will not receive the services from government offices that they require. In particular, you saw how certain areas, certain services have been marked very strongly. Employment and the seeking of employment. People are ready to pay a lot of money. I don't know whether you noticed. Up to 250,000 on average. That is not little money. For a person who is seeking employment, willing to pay up to 250,000 so that they can secure that position. And that is average, which means some people pay more, some people pay less. But an average of over 200,000 Kenya shillings tells us that the levels of unemployment in our country are at a bad state.
Well, now the government auditor's report shows that the e-Citizen online system has many loopholes for the loss of money paid through the system. The Parliamentary Committee on Public Account has been told that 492 million shillings were paid to a company that was not on the contract to create e-Citizen. Similarly, a lot of money has been wasted through the system.
Or they are not able to procure because maybe of their financial muscle. Thank you, Chair.
Yeah. Yes, Nabi, which clarification?
There's a clarification I require that will help us move forward from the PAS. Is my understanding correct that furniture, first of all, was looked at a separate procurement propensity as opposed to curtain? They were not banged together, so that we are dealing with furniture and then we are dealing with curtains, or were they put together as a procurement propensity?
The two clauses or sections that have been quoted, from reading they are correct. But what I want the PS to furnish the committee, which we want the committee to look into, is the list of the companies that you awarded. If truly, because you are stating you did
irregular payments of e-Citizen platform support and maintenance contract. So this is where the electronic Citizen Limited was paid. The expectation that we had is that the payments were to the parties of the contract. And therefore, that's why we identified that this payment, we could not see them in the contract that had been signed and the contract given to us. So the first thing is we flag it we did not, I will not say that we did not raise the veil. It was not in our interest to lift the veil at this point.
And you're talking about money, funds, and you know what is happening in this country in terms of these days people are not stealing from banks using guns. They are still using these systems. So, Chair, I don't know. We have to listen. Maybe we'll listen to the PS for National Treasury, but that is not enough, because if you look at what has been raised here, this system is domiciled in three ICT, Interior, Treasury. I don't even think we need the PS here. We need all the CSs here.
Because I know that on Thursday we had agreed, and yes. I don't know whether you ruled.
Yes,
that
it's coming.
Not just PS. Did you also rule that we're inviting these companies? Because we need to invite these companies. This is total fraud. And we will not be going anywhere if we don't get to the bottom of it. And the PSs will not help us. We want to know who's behind these companies.
Yeah, we had invited the PS, but not with the companies.
Well, now to other stories making headlines. The Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI, in Kakamega has called DCP Deputy Party Leader Cleophas Malala to explain why he chose to land a helicopter on the field at Mumia Sports Complex Stadium during the National Secondary School Games final. According to the summons, Malala must show up before DCI officials by Friday, August the 8th, in order to give a formal statement regarding the incident. According to Western Region Police Commander Issa Mohamud, the unapproved landing violated several rules and put participants of the games at danger.
On the registration, let us not downplay this. The helicopter could have crashed. Learners could have been trampled in panic. Lives could have been lost. So let's not belittle this thing. This is a very serious thing. The action of that politician and the pilot are irresponsible and reckless and national embarrassment and a criminal offense for that matter. Consequently, full criminal investigations is underway, and I call upon Cleophas Malala, former Senator Kakamega, to report to the RCIO Western before Friday, so that he makes his statement. As we go further with the investigations, he will face full criminal.
Now, over 30 female MPs in the country have joined hands to support President William Ruto and the coalition government while criticizing ODM Party Secretary General Edwin Sifuna for contradicting the position of ODM leader Raila Odinga. Speaking in Nambale constituency in Busia County, the female MPs said President Ruto has shown a desire to unite all Kenyans.
Camera
rudi nyuma. Watu wakute hapa. Elekeza upande mwingine. Honorable Janet TNA, Member of Parliament Tarbo, Honorable Rael Kasi. Pia kuna watu wanaleta ukabila, muambie hao warudi kule walitoka. Si ndio? Mimi natoka mlima na nataka kuambia ikiwa kuna watu wanashikilia William Samuel Ruto ni sisi kule mlima. Nataka kuambia viongozi wote wapatie youths nafasi zao, talanta ikuzwe. Sisi wetu wanapenda vijana. Vijana mnajua rais anawapenda. Mpira amesema wakishinda wanapewa nini? Wamepata ama hawajapata?
Well, we are going to take a short break. We will be back with more news updates.
The best. Hallelujah.
Welcome back. This is Younib TV News at 9. Now, residents of Kipkelion East constituency have held a rally to strongly oppose any attempt to relocate the construction of the 8 billion shilling Londiani Referral Hospital from its original site near Londiani town. The leaders insisted that public participation had been fully carried out and 100 acres of land had already been allocated for the hospital within Kipkelion East constituency.
CA, MP, women rep, senator, governor, mpaka mheshimiwa rais. Ikifika 2027, Kipkelion East and Kipkelion West, pin number ya kura yetu itakuwa Referral Londiani.
Hii mambo inaendelea Kericho, badala ya badala ya maendeleo unafanya nini? Tuache tushukuru huyu deputy governor Fred. Nilikuwa tunasema amengaenga, lakini wacha leo tuseme wewe umetoka sisi. Kumbe pesa zetu amekuliwa nini imepotea hapa Kericho. Tunataka tuseme hawa uwisi wote wa Kericho aende nyumbani, maendeleo aendelee.
Stand here, I'm the chairman who has been overseeing the project for the last 11 years. We have all the documentation since the time the president then Uhuru Kenyatta communicated to the leadership, to the political leadership of Kericho, requesting them to look for a land 100 acres that is intact. And after a public participation that was done in Kericho Teachers College in 2015 and agreed upon, we were expecting the project to commence.
Now still on county news, now the ODM party in Samburu County has called on the Independent Electoral and Boundary Commission, IEBC, to announce the date for the Angata Anyoke ward by-election in the county to enable residents of the ward to elect a leader to represent them in the county assembly. The position was left vacant after cattle rustlers killed the area ward representative Paul Leshimoporo a year ago.
Today we are launching our candidate, Mr. Letulua here. We are launching, we are declaring that he is going to be the candidate for ODM in Angata Nanyuki. So we want to tell the other parties also to do theirs because we are ready. And we mean that we are going to capture this seat. Mimi nitashirikiana na wale wengine wote wanaotaka usalama irudi katika hiyo ward na ward zingine yenye iko na changamoto ya usalama. Nitashikana na serikali kuu ambayo hao ndio wanahusika pakubwa sana na mambo ya usalama. Nitashikana na viongozi wote wa county tayari, na ndio maana tunaanza mapema kwa sababu tunataka hii by election ambayo itafanyika tuoneshe baba atakuwa na MCA hapa. Next election tutakuwa na viti. We are assuring that we are going to reward baba. Sababu baba amekuwa baba yetu hapa Samburu. IBC nataka watangaze hizi election haraka sana. Manake zimekaa sana. Na wananchi wanaendelea kuumia bila services. Like now Angata Nanyuki, which is ni mahali ambaye insecurity iko high.
Hatuna viongozi, hakuna vitu vingi zinatupita tena, bado hiyo insecurity iko. Kwa hivyo ningependa tu kuambia watangaze, afadhali hata sisi tupate huduma kama watu wengine, kwa sababu tumebaki nyuma sana kwa kuwa hii election imechelewa sana.
Now still on county news, the Kericho County government has appointed Ruben Koril as the managing director of the county water company Kewasco to replace the retiring managing director Kibi Siele. At the swearing-in ceremony presided over by the Governor Eric Mutai and the board's chairman Kelly Cheroyot, Governor Mutai commended Koril, expecting him to bring his expertise and experience to the company and improve its services.
Water is an essential commodity, is a right for every citizen to be access to water. And today, as it takes over, it takes over in a good space where the president launched quite recently the Kimugu water supply, which has seen expansion of water.
Ruben Korir has a vast experience in the water sector, more than 30 years in this sector, and I trust and believe that we can change the narrative of Kericho by making sure that we focus on the service delivery and the residents of this county enjoy the service.
Kericho water is actually ready to take off. Today is being fast of workers is really symbolic that it is the beginning of the new month. It's the beginning of the new thing. Where we are standing here is a new, very new, brand new office that shows that everything that we want to do begins today.
Put in a professional board, you don't expect anything less. You have seen what they have done with the selection of the new CEO. They couldn't have picked on a better person than Korir. So I'm here to show solidarity and to encourage you And even at a personal level, I'm getting water on Monday.
Well, now let's shift focus to matter sports. Now, the game of chess has become popular with many parents in the country after it was discovered that it helps students develop the ability to think critically and solve some of life's challenges. Hundreds of youths from primary and secondary schools converged in Kitale Town to compete for a place to represent Kenya at the international tournament in Harare next month.
Wanafunzi wetu wanaocheza chess ni wabunifu zaidi, na kati ya yale malengo ya mtaala huu wa CBC ni kwamba tuwe na wanafunzi wanaweza kuwaza na kubuni. Hiyo ndio tofauti kubwa na wanafunzi wengine.
Nikisema kila mtu ameupenda, inamaanisha pia unaweza weka chakula kwa meza kupitia kwa huu mchezo. Kufikia sasa tuko na takriban zaidi ya 1,000 ambayo ni coaches ambayo wanafanya full time kufunza chess. Ikifika Disemba nimepeana magari, imefika 5. Mwenye anashinda national championship amekuwa akipata gari, na huu mwaka tunaenda kupeana magari 2.
Mashindano haya ya mwaka huu yanashirikisha magatuzi yote 47 ya Kenya hii, na shule ni tele, shule nyingi sana kutoka pembe zote za taifa hili.
Sisi kama shirikisho tunatilia maanani sana kupea wanafunzi ama wachezaji nafasi ya kushindana ili upate yule ambaye aliye bora. Wakati unapeleka mashindano kitaifa, at least unakuwa na nafasi ya kupeleka yule bora zaidi.
Well, the sports news wraps up our today's news at 9. My name is Joseph Kamau. Keep it Younib TV.